Hey guys, how's it going? So, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I've decided to post a 1 year anniversary of me being on hormones. So, I'm gonna go through I guess my experience over the past year and what I've found and changes and my highlights and stuff. So I guess we'll just get into it. So over the last 27 years, I went through many stages as a boy. I did. Always knew I was trans, but I'd go through things to try and deal with it. But over that time, I went through many different looks. And so, adolescent me, taking L's. I look back and I'm like, oh, I was a very unflattering kid. 19, I had a glow up and I was alright looking. And then I went through a bunch of different looks over the years. I went more femme when I did drag, and then I went through a mass stage, a full beard at 25 to 26, just because I could finally grow a beard. Before then, I couldn't grow a mustache. It was piss weak. I was like, oh, little bitch, can't grow a mustache. But I'd grow everywhere else, and it was thick, and the moustache just wouldn't grow till I was 25. Then it came through, and I was good, and I was like, oh, that's wild. And then I had a beard for a while. But yeah, so if you want to see that, that's my Instagram. You can see below, and there's a photo, a bunch of photos through my life there. But yeah, and so but over that time, I got laser and I've had really good results. So you can barely see my beard shadow anymore. Even up close, it's barely. I'm not wearing any makeup other than BB cream. And it was it's gone, which is sensational. But laser is very weird. So it's all about your hair follicles, how dark they are and how white your skin is. So I'm a prime candidate because I'm pasty and super dark follicles. But then your results may vary, obviously. But you're also meant to get touch-ups for the rest of your life. Every few months you're meant to go in there and just get another session just to keep the stuff under wraps. And I mean, when I didn't go for 3 months, I had a lot of regrowth because of COVID. Then I went again, it was back to normal, and I'm yes, no more fucking beard rash again. Because I used to literally get a rash all around there. And it was horrible. I look at photos and I'm oh, that's my neck coming through. So I never shaved. I couldn't shave often. I shaved 2 days in a row and I had a fucking rash everywhere. It was fucked. But now it's just barely an inconvenience to shave. I'm this is nothing. I'm just getting a smooth face. But yes, laser is definitely one of the highlights of deciding to transition. Next, we're going to the effects of estrogen. So over the past year, my dose was always a bit so-so because I was just trying to figure out my levels, and I don't even know if they're right now. I gotta wait till November before I see my endocrinologist again, and then I'll find out if my levels are good. If not, we'll figure it out from there. But I definitely have noticed some changes still. My face has gotten fat redistribution way more. My cheeks are so much chubbier. My jaw's way softer. It used to be way harsher. I don't know. It's just there's still the bone there, so it's still kind of harsh, but just much softer and I don't know. My chin's still weird and small and mask, and I don't know. I just hate my fucking chin. But it's better, a lot better. And so those changes were good, and it helped out a lot. Obviously I got filler done in my lips, so they look way more femme, which I think helped my face a lot. And then obviously my abs apple's still prominent, and there's nothing I can really do to that until I get surgery. Breast wise, I have an A, I guess, but I'm 6'1", so I'm tall, and my body's proportional for it, so my torso's wide. And so the A cups are they're a handful because there's so much space there, I guess. And then beneath that, I got my thighs got thicker, and then I got some, I guess a bit of fat on my hips. I don't know if the hips are upper torso. Love handles, really filled out. And so it's kind of good. It gives me a womanly shape in certain clothes, but I still have hip dips. Yeah. So I can't wear super tight clothes, or it's proportional. proportional, like our, it's like a little dip. It doesn't look right. Like, it's not a look. But, I mean, I'll probably get like a BBL one day and like fix that motherfucker up. But until then, it's like, I gotta really be conservative about what I choose to wear in public. Otherwise, it looks unflattering. That's cool. That's future me's thing to deal with. Other than that, like, skin softened up heaps. My eye shape, like I said, changed. But like, normally I have makeup on, so you can see, but you can see the line pretty clear. Like, it goes like there, like to there. But it used to be like way closer to my eye. So like, it was essentially like on my lash line, but now it's like way further back, which has been really good. Like, that has been like another really good thing for me, because I feel like eyes, you definitely do notice when you look at people's like before and after, their eyes change so much. They get way more like, they get like almost like a glisten. They look more femme. And I feel like the eyes is a super important part, because like, you know what I mean? Like, boy eyes are so typically male, and then girl eyes are like softer, I guess, in a sense. But that's just what I found like made a lot of difference for me. And then obviously like my jaw softening and my filler, but yeah. And then other than that, everything's been pretty unnoticeable. Like, I try to like keep tabs on things like feet and hands, but like I look at photos, I'm like, oh, they basically look the same. I'm like, maybe they're more less, like, I saw in photos like when I throw up deuces, it's like kind of femme. Like, before I'd have like fucking veins fucking everywhere because I put up deuces way too much. But yes, before it used to be super veiny, so I guess my hands have got more femme. And my feet, I hate feet with a passion, so I'm not really going to take photos or look at them too much. Just presume they change or don't change. Don't really mind. Other than that, everything's more like mentally. So like mentally, I've gotten a lot better. So before, I was very angry. Not really. I'd get very angry. I'd get very unhinged. I was full of rage. I was definitely very unempathetic. It was crazy. But now I'm just like, oh, so loving. I cry all the time. Not for like sadness, but like movies and shit. I'm like, born like a little baby, and stuff like that. And like, I just enjoy, I guess I enjoy life more, being in touch with my feelings. Like, it's nice having emotional reactions to things. Normally it's just like, like real chill. But now it's like full of enjoyment. It's like whole new experience on the world. And then empathy obviously went right up. Touched on my feels. Anger subsided heaps. Like, all the things with testosterone were doing were toxic to my personality in a way. And I feel so much better now as a person. And yes, it's very good. Other than that, estrogen really hasn't done that much. It's really small. Like, and I'm sure I'll look back in like 3 years and be like, oh, that first year you did all this, second year you did all this, third year all this happened. But like, at the moment I'm like, yeah, cool. That's all I can really think of right now. Like, these couple of things. Down below there was like, that thing gets fucked up. Like, no lie. Like, shit. Damn, that one takes a hit like a motherfucker. Like, I don't mind. I'm like, I'm cool, because like I don't know, I'm still on the fence about bottom surgery. Like, it's low-key terrifying. Like, I'm traumatized thinking about it. Not really, I mean, like, it's so fucking scary to me, just everything about it. I'm really lazy. Like, I don't know if I'd dilate every day. But yes, that's like, that has been fucked up. Like, it's 50% capacity, 50% work ethic. It's fucked. It's just like, it's cool, but like, I don't really mind. I mean, like, my sex drive has changed so much, so it's chill. It's like, cool, that happened, but it's definitely changed a lot over a year. Definitely. But yeah, so other than that, like, I feel like I focused on like makeup and stuff and practiced that a lot. And like, I remember when I first started, I had a background in makeup. I like started fucking around with makeup like young. I just got my own makeup at like 17, 18. Started using it. Then like 19, I got like bougie shit. 22, I started drag. 23, I went to makeup school. Did that. And then for like 4 years, I just worked. And then when I started doing makeup again, I was a bit better in school, but it wasn't like good. I was like, all right. I mean, like, I look back and I cringe. I'm like, oh, But now, I'm sure I'll look back in a year and cringe at this makeup and be like, those brows are terrible. But yeah, so obviously I had like a background, but when I first went into this, fuck me, I look back and I cringe. Like I used like Kryolan paint sticks to conceal my beard, and I had like this fucking like ring of the wrong color foundation around there. It was so thick, it would take like 4 or 5 makeup wipes to get off. It was definitely not an experience. It was an experience at the start I'm happy I've moved on from and got a lot better at, but I practiced a lot. I think I probably did 100 faces last year. In the last year, 100 faces easy. I was like all the time just like practice, and then I'd like do photos for the gram, etc. And then just if I went out, I went out. If I didn't, I'd wipe it off and go to bed, etc. But yeah, so I focused on stuff like that. I focused on clothes. I bought a lot of clothes and I lost weight, so like half my clothes don't fit flattering anymore. But like I focused on like those things, but I feel like I should have focused on aspects of socially transitioning, like voice therapy, mannerisms, like walking and stuff like that, like all like the basic shit I should have worried about, but I was caught up with appearance. And like, I don't know, I'm really lazy, so I don't even know if I'll ever do that per se properly, or if I'll just like rock what I got now and just roll with it. Who knows? I don't know, I'm lazy though, but like it's cool. But yeah, so I mean, with that, I definitely will find it hard to not, because I'm still in my friend circles and stuff, and I'm still luckily have my best friends. We're still tight. I caught up for the first time in a couple of months, and since I went full time, and a few of them never see me like this, and so like we caught up, and they were super good. Like shout out to the boys, Illy. And they were super good about everything. And we like went and had lunch, but I like reverted back to who I was, and it was chill. I was like, "Hey boys, what's up? How's it going? What have you been?" We was like talking shit about hip hop, just like talking smack, and it was good. And I just reverted to who I was, and it was like, it was really nice in a sense, because it was that will always be a part of me, like no matter what, no matter. That person was around for 26 years, and they will never not be there. They will always, there'll be circumstances where it happens. And that's part of going through this, is you need to grow from who you are. And they will always, like, it'll never not be there. And so I find it hard not to slip into that comfort around in social settings. So like when I go back to work, with customers, I'll obviously try and sound more femme and, hold myself a certain way. But I imagine with certain people, because I've been told this before, that when I interact with people, it changes. And so like when I'm talking shit with the boys at work, I'll be like, mask again. Then when I talk to the girls, I'll be like, more feminine. But I feel like that's just who I am as a person, and that won't change. And that's cool. I mean, that's my thing to deal with. And we'll get through it. It's cool. But I really don't know if I should have focused more on that, or if I feel like I'd regret that because I wouldn't be being true to who I am as a person. But yeah, so maybe I should have focused on, maybe I don't. I'll see in the future. Obviously, I'll post an update and be like, oh my God, I should have done this. Or, nah, it's cool. This happened and it's fine. But each person's transition's their own, and we'll see how mine goes. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Cheers for always popping in and saying comments and shit. It's nice. If you want to peep my Instagram down below, take care. See you guys next time. Bye.